Allá vamos. A ver, ¿dónde estamos? No me digas que tengo que empezar desde el principio otra vez todo. Pues parece que sí, pues vaya puta mierda, ¿no? Yo no sé por qué no he puesto este efecto de mierda. Pues vaya.
The song. Valravn.
Brother.
It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two.
Over there.
Listen, focus. Listen.
Mira, el palo aparece. Pues lo voy a revisar a ver
This reminds her of somewhere. The forest.
si apareció, ¿no?
Where? Which forest? Forest in the wilds. The wilds. She left him. She went to the wilds a long time.
Las partículas tienen colisiones.
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness. Did she beat her darkness? No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
¿Cómo puede ser que las voces de su cabeza estén en estéreo? ¿O en binaural o en audio 3D o como
She
quieran llamarlo?
can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian.
Mira, me está señalando para allá. Pero seguro que no puedo subir. Focus.
She thought her curse would affect him. She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died. She thought the curse made her tainted. Druth helped her.
Tú ahora vas a empujar el puto puente. Por culo. Este cacho tronco. ¡Oh! Desaparece. Solo la mitad.
The ravens. They've gone. They've gone. No. Half of them have gone. They've gone. Some are still there. But where? Some are still there. Valravn's helping. He's not helping. It's a trick. Quiet. Can't think. Out in the
No la
woods.
estoy.
In the cold winter woods. Where they go? She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness.
Utilizan palabras muy cultas y luego no traducen la mitad.
She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become part of her.
Que sí, que muy bien, déjame hablar. Que le han dicho que la estaba ayudando y a la vez las voces, imagino que de su cabeza la estaban diciendo que no, que era un truco. A ver, espérate, porque claro. Ahora ya me lo sé de memoria. Ay, pero no lo he abierto. Bueno, abro esto primero. el 2, que lo hagan en cringe y se dejen de gilipolleces de un real. Se queda muy lenta. Sí, porque como no se ha guardado, pues voy a darle al bicho ese, al tótem o lo que sea, al hito de piedra. Bueno, ahora de madera. Susto, creo que había varios.
Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry, and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
Bueno, pues en teoría ya está. ¿Qué digo yo? Si desaparece en la mitad y luego la otra mitad, han desaparecido todas, ¿no? Vuelta para un lado, vuelta para otro. Para resolver los puzzles. Paso. No sé por qué voy tan preocupado de caerme si no se cae. Can you see? ¿Puedes verlo? You see it. Oh.
She did it. The ravens. They will go. No. There's still 3. There's 3.
Claro, para abrir la puerta, joder.
She did it.
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the gloom, the smallest hints of shape, sound, or thought, grow in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
Y a ver ahora dónde me tengo que montar. ¡Ah!
Broken. The gate is open. Open. She did it.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. Sally doesn't want to kill her. Yet. It will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillion before her time comes?
Cacho vigas. ¿Cómo se ríe? A ver qué coño me encuentro. Guardando. Coño, qué susto. Hay otro sello ahí. Las animaciones las habrán sacado de Mixamo. Yo creo que ha sido casualidad. Lo del rayo. El cuervo, pues tengo que subir hasta allí. ¿Cómo subir hasta allí? A ver, voy a dar una vuelta primero. Aunque bueno. Como me toca hacerlo luego, ¿qué más da? Abro ya el sello, bueno, lo cojo o lo que sea eso. Lo cargo, yo qué sé. A ver si no me toca luchar, cacho puerta.
Overcome Valravn's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
¿Qué se diferencia? Que hay un tronco, ¿no?
Speak to me, Drew. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
He esperado por si acaso, para oírlo todo. El arbolito. Y un mazo raro. Que porque ya está loca, ya las cosas que ve. Anda, mira, se puede ir por aquí también. Qué bien. La verdad es que esta parte sí me parece interesante, no la mierda del fuego. ¿para qué quiero yo esa plataforma si ya he pasado? ¿Se habrá creado algo más? ¿Dónde he pasado por la puerta? ¿Para dónde tengo que volver? Daré igual para. Ah, mira. No me deja pasar por aquí, oye. Sí. Me mía la colección. Cambia la rama. It is done. The final journey commences. Va patinando. No va a sincronizar la velocidad con la animación. ¿Qué coño hace? Túmbate. Para que el peso no esté solo en un punto todo. Se dispersa. El pajarraco asqueroso. ¡Ah! Focus, focus.
Broken. The gate is open. Open.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
Está detrás de ti. ¿Cómo no? Tan típico cambio de traje. Madre mía, se ha incrustado la cámara en el suelo. No lo puedo creer que en una cinemática hagan esto. El cuerpo sigue. Se está comiendo.
It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back.
Se ha convertido en pollo.
But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua,
Me tengo que mover, ¿qué?
take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And
Me está
if you
comiendo el culo.
focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see you.
Ya está.
I see you now. You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
A ver cuántos golpes puedo darle. 3. 1, 2, 3, 2. Joder, es que no me deja activar. 3. Coño, me voy a lanzar. Coño, la bala que hice Razor. Y como en el Soul Calibur también. Lo mismo pero con plumas.
Take him down. Take him down now.
Otro más.
He's too fast.
Anda. Pavo, que parece un pavo. ¿Quieres morir ya? Cuidada. Que tienes el culo al aire. Coño. Oye. Me va a matar. No puede ser. Hijos de puta. Ahora le va a crecer más el puto mejor de esto.
She's so weak, they can see her.
No puede ser.
She's injured. She's not gonna make it. We're winning.
Pero ¿cómo puede darme, joder?
Where's he going?
Es que no huye, me cago en la puta. Otra vez.
He's finished. They've surrounded you. Strong enough.
Surrender. Muérete ya, hijo de la gran puta. Pero muérete. Cuando me va a dar, cuando le tengo bloqueado, hijo de la gran puta. No tendré que mirarlo a través del espejo asqueroso. Pues si no, madre mía, le he dado de golpe. No puede ser.
Get up quick. She's hurt. She won't make it. Beating her. Beating her. She's nearly there. Don't let them surround you. Don't let them get behind you.
No, porque no me deja.
Use your sword, calm focus. Use your strength. Do it.
Sí, hombre. Le van a matar, pero no les queda.
It's nearly over. Finish. Too slow. He's
Lo
gone.
tengo cargado 3 veces.
You can do this. Focus. Focus now.
Oye, asqueroso.
Focus. The only defend yourself.
Joder. Que va cada vez más rápido. Ya está, joder.
I never beat you in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time!
Cortar el pico. Porque no me la espada por la boca. Ahí en el cerebro.
The mark of Valravn. One of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it?
Se
In
me está
those
curando.
dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
Que cambio de iluminación. It's open. The gate it's open. A ver qué coño. Hola. Ah, sé que yo ya he estado. Espera. Da toda la vuelta por allí. Sí, claro. Pero con el de fuego no se me ha curado nada del brazo. Solo con Valravn. Maestro de las ilusiones. ¿Eso qué coño es un elefante? No.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And as she saw them, elusive, shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. The trees, the mountains, caves.
Sí, sí, está como una puta cabra, claro. ¿La veis? Mira los ojos. Tosco. Ahora no se ven. Mira, ahora sí. verdad, estos putos sitios. Puto asco. Madre mía, el popping. Tengo una RTX. Ni siquiera está en ultra. Y hay popping. Tócate los cojones. Bueno, no hay SSD. Por PC y Free. No me joder.
I wonder. Can you see the faces too?
No, yo la veo, no puedo.
If you look for them.
Mada. A ver. Qué bien.
Senua, you have the sight. Just like I do. Once you can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you.
Pero si parece
Don't be afraid when they speak
la
to
raza
you.
negra.
I will always be here to guide you.
Did you see her? That was her mother,
Valeria.
Alina.
Oh, dear.
She was a priestess, a healer. She taught Senua to see the weave that binds the world together. And it was beautiful.
Yo solo lo oigo por un oído, por un auricular. Esto del binaural es una mierda.
But when it did come, it first came for her mother. Senua still sees her face from time to time, hidden in the world. Like she's still watching over her. She misses her so much.
Bueno, pues esta parte está muy interesante. Yo la batalla lo hubiese quitado, no sé. Hubiese puesto otro puzzle en el que le tuviese que matar a través de la fuerza esa, pero bueno. Guardando. A ver, otra lucha.
With the mark of Valravn and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
A ver, dice algo distinto. No, está apuntando igual.
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but
Es lo
darkness.
mismo.
Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south.
¿Y qué pasa
The
si
power of the
continúo cuando
darkness
todo
gave
eso?
life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
That thing sounds...
So dark, it's dark, the dark.
Only the dead may cross.
Only the dead may cross
Only
it.
the dead may cross.
Yo no lo hubiese traducido así.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
sé por qué lo ponen mayúsculas. Lo que pasa es con las exclamaciones, no las mayúsculas.
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came. Through stormy black seas they raided these shores.
No tiene sentido lo que
Do you
está
still
escrito.
hear his screams? And now that you're home,
Conecto a
he's
Dios.
so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray. They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt
La han despellejado vivo.
by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win.
Está
In the
despellejado,
head
sí.
of his corpse lies the
Vale,
seed
que
of his
predecible.
soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
La cabeza de él. Es lo que he dicho desde el principio también. Mira que se lo imagina ella sola. Por favor.
They can break you, but not your promise.
Otra vez.
Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you
Una y
will
otra vez,
find
una y
him.
otra vez.
In your sword still beats a heart.
Y otra vez, pero al contrario. Esto tan lineal, tan claro, tan...
The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him.
No, me está mirando.
An
Otra
endless
vez.
suffering worse than death.
¿Por qué hablan tan
To
despacio?
surrender, abandoned to find peace with the gods. No. The darkness won't allow it. So you will walk into the lair of the beast. Look it in the eye, and you will go to war. This is your mission.
Fundido de
This
sepia
is your
color.
quest. There is nothing else left.
Otra vez. Madre mía, el cuello. Mira cómo le gira el cuello. Pero a ver. Uy, coño. Otra vez los mismos. ¿Hay alguien? ¿O es solo su puta cabeza? Pero ¿por qué coño no hace nada?
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling.
Coño, ¿cómo puede ser más rápido que yo? Tiene mucha latencia. Pero quieres ir para atrás, hija de puta. Si se recupera. Todavía sigue palpitando en rojo. A ver si deja de palpitar. Ya. Sí, venga. Me van a matar. Es que no deja girar la puta cámara. ¿Cómo sé yo si voy a llegar o no? Están muertos, venga, por culo.
Some of the past, when there is a new world ahead, the only one that makes any sense.
Pero ¿por qué corre de lado, joder? Joder, coño, tenías el otro más cerca y te vas por ese. ¿Dónde está? Se ha muerto. Oh, coño, algo, hostias. Por culo, gilipollas. Mátale ya. Ya está, guardando. Ay. Burrada. Y no sé por qué ahora no corre. Joder. ¿Qué nos pasa en el proyecto de Unreal? ¡Oh! Sus sombras.
Every gate you open into darkness brings another challenge.
¡Oh! ¡Qué susto, coño! Eso no me lo esperaba, Gana. Hijo de puta. ¿Y este quién es ahora? Si encima estoy medio muerto, voy a dar un golpe. Hasta que no me recupere, lo siento. Coño. Sí, vibra hasta el suelo, te jode. Muy grande que sea. Yo sé que tiene que ver. Lo grande que sea con la velocidad. Que no tiene sentido. Uy, un golpe me mata. Ya está. Joder. Joder, coño. ¿Cuántos hay ahora? El otro detrás. Siempre pone lo mismo. Uno de los mierdecillas, luego dos, luego una de los mierdecillas con uno de estos sin escudo y luego este con escudo. Porque si no, no terminamos la vida. Muérete ya. Ya está, toma por culo, he pesado, joder. Es que luchar por luchar, es que no tiene ningún sentido. Y ahora, coño, eso. Es como si se hubiese paralizado el tiempo. No entiendo nada. No se incrusta. Y ahora buscar la mierda esta. Qué pesados son, tío. Un pescado para arriba, una S y una X.
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to Hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will
Giganta.
ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman
Business.
Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to Hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Ya está. Bueno, apunto bastante, ¿sabes? Mira la escalera. Esto es una puta cabra. No me imagino las cosas esas rojas que está colgando. Pues... son uno de esos símbolos. Es que es súper artificial los fluidos en un río. Casi nunca se movería. Parece una sábana, parece plástico, no sé. Mira ahí como una X, yo qué sé, ¿qué es eso? Vamos para arriba, a ver. La X. O del otro lado. Coño. Me va a hacer subir hasta allí. Estoy viendo yo que es una S perfecta. Si lo que yo te he dicho que eran las cosas rojas estas. Sí, venga. Ahora sí se ve la S. Está tomado por culo, tío. Se veía desde abajo también. Que no la salida del punta al lado de la punta del clítoris. No puedo tirar por aquí. Sí, se muere ya. Mira, escalerita. Y otra escalerita. Aquí no me deja ver la S. Pues se veía mejor de abajo, que tiene que... A ver el pescadito. Y ya está. Antes de subir aquí, ahí está nada más. Que como digo, los juegos que te hacen dar vueltas por dar vueltas, o sea... Es que no. Además la escalera, que está anclada, pues si no, tan recta no puedes subir ni bajar. Coño, deja de dar esa puta vuelta. No está anclada en ningún sitio. Pues sí, por lo de antes.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre.
No sé si
They say she is easy to recognize. Half black and half
color carne, ¿cuál es el color de la carne?
That's her face, menacing and grim.
Color de la carne sin piel, ¿no? Porque si no... El color carne parecía un color caucásico. Ya. Esos escudos que ahora están colgados. Vamos a continuar. Me estoy cansando. No me encanta, oye. Estoy tapándose si no hay sol. Fíjate las olas. Parecen churros ahí. Moñigas. Como se dirían en mi pueblo, moñigas.
The gate.
Ya también.
It's opening.
¿Por qué? Otra vez la cámara al frente.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
De hecho, este es tu momento, no este es el momento.
I'm sorry.
Que es un bebé.
I can't watch this.
What are you
¿Por qué no puede
doing?
mirar?
You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight
Madre
it.
mía.
Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Si no vamos a luchar. ¿Cómo vas a luchar contra eso? ¿Una espada?
Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world.
Sí, claro, lo que pasa es que ella está como una puta cabra.
Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
¿Lo que pasa? ¿Se ha
You
muerto? ¿Qué?
failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
No está ni siquiera
Look at you. A
ni
warrior.
sincronizada.
Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself. because there's no one left to do that for you.
Yo entiendo qué hace
Take
con el
it.
espejo.
If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering.
Se va a hacer un tatuaje.
Broken and lost. Just like your soul.
Come on. There.
Es que es tan predecible.
Why go on? When you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined. Why go on?
Sí, hombre, ¿y por qué el tatuaje se hace tan grande? Sí.
So weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling,
Pero claro, ahora se ha
a song.
quemado ella con la espada o es que se ha dado un golpe y por eso tiene una marca hecha. Pero no te toques.
Don't give up. Not like this.
It's not real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe
Y
you
cada quien las texturas son diferentes.
Do you still believe in me, Shadow?
It's a trick. She knows this. It's a trick. He's already dead. He can't be here. It's impossible.
Que yo no sé qué hace con el espejo que no se lo ha roto todavía. ¿Qué? ¿Metal? No se ha doblado.
Come to me. Please.
Hecho, por favor. Bueno, ahora dar toda la puta vuelta.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is.
Hombre, hacia la luz que te mueve.
It's in your mind.
No, he's here.
It's in your mind.
It's real. It's happening.
Go towards it.
Está en tu cabeza. Es un truco. Y yo me pregunto, ¿quién coño entendió esto? Porque si ya se ha levantado del ostión que se da. Que por cierto, estaba ahí dentro. Y ahí dentro es imposible. Porque si la han tirado. Han tirado de ahí. Y ha tenido que volar. Y ahora no puede correr. Que ahora no puede correr y seguro que va a poder luchar. Bueno. Madre mía, pues que la me imagino que tendría que ir por ahí. Precisamente por eso voy por aquí. Ah, a ver, rápido. Y tú fíjate. Tú fíjate. Aparece ahí de repente. ¡Qué nombre! Y no chapotea ni nada. Y esa gente, madre mía. Colisión de repente, venga. Yo que sé, pues puede venir una ola muy grande que te tocará, no sé, o haberle puesto otra marca ahí para que no pudiese continuar, pero colisión ahí en medio. No. ¿Eso qué es? Está luchando, está
There it
bailando.
is. You're imagining this. It's Dillian.
¡Ah!
He's got
Está
it. He's
desaparecido.
gone. How could you keep going? How could you keep going? Ignore the pain. I told you it
Keep going,
wasn't trick
keep
you.
going.
I told you.
Wait,
Where are you going?
¿dónde vas?
There's nothing to follow. Come on.
Se muere. Un loro, un mastillo. Yo qué sé eso. La cabeza, yo qué sé.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father Zinbal made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Lonely.
Something to tell Wes. He knows you're here. Come on. Steps you can do it. Come on.
You're getting stronger.
¿Qué se toca tanto? Si la herida la tenía en la cabeza. Que te has quemado tú sola, hija de puta. Bueno, pues toca adelante hasta que quiera aparecer algo. Yo como no hay coleccionable ni nada. Ni aparentemente mejoras. Solo tiras para adelante, para adelante, para adelante, para adelante. Mata, mata, corre, corre. ¡Ah!
It's already disappeared.
Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There's the truth.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy.
He's there.
Sí.
Swordplay under the shade of a tree.
You have to.
She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing. And the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. And for the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
¿Qué árbol? ¿Qué coño me está cantando? Yo no estoy viendo nada.
Under the tree.
Ay, sí, pues está cerca, ¿sabes?
To keep Dillian is waiting.
Madre mía, animan el espejo y no son capaces de animar la espada de antes. Le.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Ya está. Es que se queda a medias. ¿Por qué no termina las frases como deben de terminarse? Hacia abajo. No es lo mismo decir. El ejército les esperaba que decir el ejército les esperaba. Les esperaba y qué más. Yo no sé si tenía que subir por la escalera, tirar para adelante. Yo lo que quiero es dar una vueltecita.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
Se está hablando esta por aquí. No sé para qué hacen esto tan grande si no hay nada. O sea. Tiene que haber una manera de que corra más. Esta mierda, o sea, no hay nada.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravens, night after night, until only Sigmund is left.
¿Y cuánto aguanto sin beber?
The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
Sí, se va a comer la miel, vamos, no tiene otra cosa que hacer la loba. Sí.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break,
Sí, claro.
and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund. So his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and
Eso significa sangre pura. Escalerita de mierda de antes. ¿Qué es? ¿Me deja concentrarme? Pues vaya mierda. O sea que me va a hacer volver. Qué bien corre. Fíjate. Madre mía, cómo se notan los tigres del agua. Que cansa. Creo que he subido ya hasta aquí entonces. Ah, no. Cuántas ganas de juego. De momento resulta ser una mierda. Y ahora voy a bajar por la escalera. ¿Qué es una escalera? Son escaleras. Madre mía, estoy jugando con una mano. Me duele estar siempre utilizando el mismo dedo. Un juego de andar. Como el de Kojima. ¡Oh! La loba. Independiente como los cojas, escuches, leas, lo que sea, te lo cuente.
Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest to Sigmund. He tests the boy and finds him strong and fearless, and so they go to take their vengeance on King Siggeir. But luck is not on their side. They're captured, and Siggeir has them buried alive.
Pero ¿por qué no los mata y ya está? Ray Tracing, mira el agua, las sombras. Los totem estos se parecen a Dantes Inferno, que va contando la historia también. Y ahí está, gilipollas ese. Te va a curar. Coño, sigue para atrás.
Where is she going?
Un pie.
What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
How does he so effortlessly court the world and bliss? If only she could do the same. See the world through eyes anew. And dance with it, just like he does.
Es que no tiene sentido, venga aquí un monstruo de repente. Y que aquí hay una colisión. No digas tú, que no puede pasar por ahí. Psst. No se puede acercar ni a la valla, que es un plano, por cierto. Fíjate si es un plano. Los muros no serán un plano. Pues sí que va a tardar. No sé por qué mueve la cabeza así, que parece que solo suanca. Mira. Aunque es un plano y ahora pone un montón de cilindros, es que no tiene ningún sentido. ¿Qué va sola? Disparamos. Me deja hacer nada. Cinemática. Está tiempo, madre mía, los dientes.
What's your name?
Senua. Sí, ahora, ¿cómo te llamas?
I haven't seen you before.
¿Cómo que no?
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zeno's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you, and
You learned all of that from watching me? You should become a warrior, you know.
Me?
I'm Dillian. I'm here for the warrior trials. Come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words. That moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe.
Madre mía, baja 25
It only
frames.
takes an instant. Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are.
Pero si antes ha dicho que era Guillermo el sitio donde vivía.
The Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all.
Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy
They
you.
won't stop me. I can still feel him.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up!
Sí, tú es la única que está hablando. Loca.
Dillian? Is that you?
I promise you.
I'll find you, my love. I promise.
Bueno, ella ha dicho lo prometo, no que se lo promete. Pero bueno. Es que no es lo mismo.
Can you see him? You want to believe it. Is he not real? Is he not? You're alone in these mountains. Is that Dillian? Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree. She met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
No hay nada. Bueno, que ha dicho que es su pueblo, lo que sea, su aldea, lo que sea, que era Guillermo. Y en el recuerdo estaba todo lleno de flores. Eso no había agua. Voy a ir hasta allí para nada porque no están activos. Esta mierda. Todo se activa. No.
As Sigmund and
Peccato.
Sinfjotli are being buried alive, Sigmund's sister throws an armful of straw into the grave mound. Hidden in the straw is Sigmund's sword, the gift of Odin. They cut their way out of the grave mound and set fire to Siggeir's hall. The king burns to death. Sigmund calls to his sister to come out so that she may live and be honored. She does come out, but only to tell him the truth. That she had slept with him, her brother, to beget a strong avenger. I am not fit to live, she says, and walks back into the fire. Strike vengeance from your heart, Senua, as there is always a heavy price to pay.
Ok. Pero no este no está activo. Pues a mí me parece bien que se vengue. Joder. Se me parece grabando. Por culo. Este tampoco está activo. Se suponía que eran 6 horas de juego, pero yo tengo que llevar más. Hoy. Que 6 horas de juego me parecen corto a mí. Que Que me gusta un juego de 2 horas. Corto, conciso, que es un sinónimo. Al grano, que es otro sinónimo.
And here is the
Y
end
rapidito.
of Sigmund's story. He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many
Han
battles.
encontrado todos.
But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one eye. The man raised his spear, and Sigmund struck at it with his sword, but the sword shattered into pieces. Sigmund then knew that this was Odin, and thus that victory could not be his. He bowed his head and accepted his end. Dying, he tells his wife that she is with child, and that her son will one day make a great weapon out of the fragments of his sword. The sword named Gram.
Siempre se ve el monstruo ese. También desactivado. Madre mía, Valravn con la animación, está dando saltos. Yo no me voy a meter todavía. Déjame dar una vueltecita. Por ahí ya está visto todo. A ver si va a haber un trigger. Pues sí, me puedo tirar. Eso es que luego voy a tener que volver por ahí. Si puedo subir por aquí también, por atrás. Ah, no, para allá donde he venido. Pero... sí, ¿no? A ver, es el camino. Sí, es lo mismo. No, digo, a lo mejor había otra cosa. Es donde estaba la luz. De repente que ha cambiado a las flores. Madre mía, voy a cambiar de mano. Todavía estoy cansado. Voy a dar la vuelta al mando para cambiar de manos. Madre mía, te la vuelta. No, gilipollas. Que yo no entiendo por qué se rindió ante Odín. ¿Qué más da? Inténtalo. ¿Quién sabe? El viejo con capucha. Venga, lenta del coño. Han puesto un plano que cambia de color. Bueno, pues... por aquí. La espada. Sí, vale, muy bien. ¿Qué quieres que haga? Ah, no me deja hacer nada. ¿Cómo me voy? Ya está. Pero si no había tanto camino. Por lo que antes no estaba activo.
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its Its name is Gramr. It was forged
Esa
by
que
the
podía haberle
powerful
matado.
Northman Odin and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones. Find it.
The runes.
You need that sword.
Go to the shard.
Find the shards.
¿Cuánto había? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Where is it?
Find it. There it is.
Focus.
Where's the shard? Focus.
Focus.
Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see?
Go to it.
It's
A
not
king
safe.
in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't
Okay.
recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong.
Bueno.
Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones,
La
then
bandera que
comes the reckoning.
para decirte por dónde tienes que ir.
You can feel the dead. Why would he do this?
Turn back.
Why would he bring her here? It's not safe here. Why would he do something so dangerous? It can't be done. He would never bring you here. Dillian would never do that. He would never risk her life. He cares about her too much. He loves her.
He doesn't.
He does.
It's not Dillian, it's a trick.
He loves her.
Sí, hombre, voy a entrar ahí. Anda. Anda la mierda. Hasta luego. ¡Ah! Guardando. Y yo creo que lo voy a dejar aquí. Porque ya me he cansado. Mira, el bicho sigue ahí en medio. Cambiado de nivel. Pero ¿por qué no me he puesto en degradado ahí? Ya está. Parece que se corte de repente. Me ponía una transparencia. Punto. Mira el tótem. Bueno, trozo de madera. Eso que para volver. Porque está desactivado. Bueno, me cuenta algo.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Hervor, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild,
Es un
willful
berserker,
child
pero yo que
who
sé,
teaches
se
herself
ponía.
to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Pero es la misma historia que nos han contado antes. Pues sabes. Colocar a la del hijo. Guardando. A ver, ponme cuenta.
Don't go in there.
Oh.
Careful. You have to be able to see.
Ay,
Who's there?
si no ilumina nada.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
Hay una puerta ahí y otra. Hijos de puta.
I'll find him.
Madre. ¿Me puede encender eso?
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? It's the noise of the voice dead. Not Dillian. Dillian's
Bueno, voy primero por aquí. A ver, iré por la izquierda, pues todo por aquí.
getting further away. Have you lost him?
¿Puedo encender?
You lost him. Have you lost him?
Madre mía, cómo se me todo.
Turn right. Over this way. What was that? This way. Follow this way. Nothing. Where are we?
La piedra tiene un color azul.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Pero era un hombre.
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
Se ha encendido sola. Hola.
It's too scary.
I can hear him.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
¿Qué pasa, joder? ¿Qué no coño? ¿Qué está rojito? Grita así.
The voice is getting louder. Listen.
Dillian. Listen, listen, listen. It's him. Listen.
It's getting louder.
There he is.
You're getting closer.
Keep going.
Senua, follow the voice.
You're nearly there.
Dillian's voice.
It's him. He's going to save you.
Find the voice.
Find him.
Y la iluminación. No, no se ilumina. Y ese sí que está iluminado. Pasa que estoy dando vueltas.
Find another way.
Bueno,
It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Think. Focus. Use your mind.
Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers.
You don't recognize it.
Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
She doesn't recognize it.
Yes, you do. You don't.
She doesn't.
Listen for his voice. Listen.
Dillian, where are
Listen
you?
for his voice. They really look the same.
Looks the same.
Something's different. Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue.
Light the torch.
Light it.
no puede ser porque yo todo el rato por la izquierda
Help you see.
y no aparece ahora el toque ese.
Where are we?
She has no idea.
We're going round in circles.
You have fallen in.
Lo que pasa es que yo quiero
How
encontrar
does Dillian's voice is a trap?
la antorcha que se ha encendido sola.
Right into their hands.
They have you right where they were. Does everything look the same. Looks the same. Something's different. Look for clues. What is
Me
it?
ocurre.
What's different?
¿Cuántas habitaciones habrá?
Let her think. No, don't let her think. Space. She just needs. No. She doesn't think. Don't listen to them.
Está la antorcha.
Needs us to help her.
Think clearly. Forever.
What are you gonna do when the torch runs out?
Wander around until it gets dark, and then you do.
Pero no aparece.
There's nothing will come to claim you again. Nothing you can do.
No entiendo.
Nothing. It's not him. It's not him. We told you.
Ahora estamos
We told
andando.
you it was a trick.
Si voy por la derecha, voy a ir por la derecha. O sea que no he ido contando. Voy a contar. Uno. Por la izquierda. Pero ¿cómo es posible que se haya encendido? Dice socorro. No puede ser. Que no.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening? It's not him. It can't.
Quiet. He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
That's not Dillian.
It doesn't sound like Dillian.
It sounds like someone's in there.
What's in there?
What is it?
A secret room.
There was.
How do you get in there?
How does she get in there? There's no way in. Find a way.
That voice. It's not Dillian.
Pero para que lleve una antorcha, para que sepan dónde está.
What's in there?
Otra vez. Suena la voz robótica de antes. Mira, eso está encendido. O sea que está al principio. Cuadraban por la derecha todo el rato. No puede ser. No puede ser porque está cambiando. Es el prueba. Vamos por la derecha todo el rato. Parece que suena más alto. Sí que están todas encendidas. Eso está apagado. Que no puede ser. Eso no he entendido. La del tótem. Pues no entiendo nada. Esta está apagada. Se ve rojo. ¿Lo veis? Está rojo. Yo no entiendo nada.
Dillion wants me to face my fears.
¿Por qué no nos lo enseña? Qué raro se ha caído.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the
Pues sí,
darkness
quédate.
in your eyes, child.
Alto.
I met a boy.
Boy.
A chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
¿Qué le pasa? Que está loca.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The
Tendrás que
gods
matarla.
can only fix you through my
Si quieres que
hand.
se quede. Si quieres que se quede.
You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Ya está, pero ¿y el totem ese?
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more.
I'm tired.
To do. It's not going to be easy. Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy. No. Too much to do.
¿Se me encontrará la historia? ¿Y empezará de cero o qué? ¿O me encontrará la misma otra
And
vez?
here is the end of Sigmund's story.
Soy la última.
He was a fierce and great warrior who fought many battles. But one day, an old man came onto the battlefield. Although shadowed by a hood, Sigmund saw that he only had one.
No me deja entrar.
I saw
Cuando se
once a
acabe dentro.
plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible
desactivado.
that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40 and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
No, coño, que está cargando.
Where are we? I don't like it. This place feels...
What is this place?
This place feels... It's...
Si ya no está ayer, ¿no?
It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we?
There he is.
Ya.
Dilius. The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house.
He's going in. He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
Where's it gone?
Keep going.
How do you find it? It's just a trial.
It's just another test.
You just have to solve it, and then you will find him.
Then you will succeed.
He's so close.
Just one little test to do.
You
¿Qué
can
haces?
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me.
Sí, te va a ayudar.
The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it?
Bueno,
No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was one spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. With the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like them.
la puerta
Water is foul.
miró
Is foul.
con el cuervo ese. Se lo había matado. Esto me encanta, la verdad.
Senua.
Se va a poner un camino aquí, en medio del agua. Debería disolverse.
Bridge. It's broken. Fix it.
You have to fix it.
Feques.
How are you going to fix it?
You can't get to the house until the bridge is fixed.
You must. You have to get to the house. You have to find Dillian.
Que sí que ya voy, que hay otra puerta allí. Esas. Me parece más interesante esto que luchar, la verdad. Otra puerta, otra puerta, otra puerta. ¿Por qué no?
The Northmen speak of a
No
death,
sé por qué,
a
como
light
está en blanco y tan
shaped
rojo las
like a
letras.
half moon that appears
Siempre me
inside
gusta.
a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farmhands, and then the farmer and 6 of his men drowned at sea. That is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
You found a way.
To climb the tower.
The ladder.
De nada.
You can see it.
Que no es lo mismo que stir. Estos son stairs. Y esto es alada. Feques. Vamos a reconstruir.
She did it.
You fixed the bridge.
She fixed it.
Espera el trabajo así como en God of War, que tiene que hacer lo mismo con la piedra esa de era. Y en la ascensión también lo hace. El tren de la ascensión. Y el último no sé por qué.
Quick, get to the house.
No juego porque...
Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't
No
finish
porque ya te
until
lo
you get
conoces.
to the
No lo
house.
juego
Before he
completísimo.
disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
Se veía fatal. Senua. Para brillar, pájaro, pájaro.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here! I'm right here!
Are you in there? Come out if you are.
Where is he? Find him.
You have to find him.
The runes.
Focus.
On the runes.
Focus the runes.
There was a Northman called Gretier. Big, red-haired, immensely strong. But he was afraid of the dark. It happened one night that an undead creature came to his house to drag him outside into darkness and kill him. He resisted with every ounce of his strength. He clung to the doorframe, but it gave way, and they spilled out of the house, and the monster fell back, and the moon shone down on its ghastly face. Gretier, terrified, cuts off its head, but is cursed forever. From that moment on, wherever he was, he would see those hideous eyes staring back at him. Sometimes we allow our own fear to haunt us to our grave.
¿Qué?
What's that sound?
Dillian! They're coming for me!
¿Por qué?
Someone's calling.
Ha cambiado, ¿eh?
Someone's calling you. Why are you? Dillian. You can hear Dillian. It's Dillian. Go to him. Dillian. Go to him. Dillian doesn't sound. He's trying to save you.
Coño, qué tío. Pero ¿por qué se muere? Coño hace. Hola. No lo entiendo, o sea, se ha muerto pues porque le ha dado la gana a ellos. Venga, sí, ahora crece, hijos de la gran puta.
There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Senua, move away. You'll die. Don't let it see you.
It is.
Go towards it.
Run.
Run.
Right now!
Save him. Follow you. Don't walk slow. Don't get lost. Don't you came through the wrong door.
You'll start to pass your soul. You'll
There it is. Move away.
You can't defend yourself.
Where's Dylan?
Where is he?
This is taking too long. Can you hear
What
him?
shall I do?
Where are they? That's what death feels like.
Coño.
The light.
Go to one. To find one more. One
Dancing.
Find the other symbol. You're lost.
And look at you.
Where's Dylan?
Where is he?
You've got them.
You have them.
Where's the door? You have to find a way out. Find the gate.
Get out. Run. Run. Look at you.
Don't let it see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again.
¿Hacia dónde? Venga ya. No podía ir hacia ningún lado, tenía que dar la vuelta. Solo faltaba que me maten aquí. Otra vez. Sí, bueno, venga. Paso. Hasta luego.